DSWD o NCSC. Sino ang in charge sa Senior Citizen Program? Ano-ano ang mga programa para sa senior citizen? Ito po ang tinalakay sa video na ito. Panoorin at tapusin ng buo ang video para sa dagdag kaalaman. Bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe sa aking channel. Thank you sa pag-click ng aking video. Good day po sa lahat ng mga nanonood. Sa mga bagong viewers at napadaan lang, by the way, I'm Tita Eda. Welcome to my channel. Ang channel na maghahatid sa iyo ng dagdag kaalaman tungkol sa government services, bagong mga balita at informative videos na galing sa legit na resources. Mag-subscribe na para updated ka.
Senior citizens ng Pilipinas, maganda talaga ang benefits compared to the other senior citizens benefits at support sa ibang bansa.
Mike, you have really nailed that
Yes.
right in the ano. Kasi sa ibang bansa walang ano yung sa airport na
Yes.
senior citizen lane.
Yes.
Wala yan sa ibang bansa.
Wala yan.
Dito sa Pilipinas, nag-enjoy pati foreigners.
Okay.
Kasi kung senior citizen sila, madali na silang makapagkuha ng ticket,
Yes.
sakay ng aeroplano. Okay. And so we have so much in benefits.
Yung sa sine,
Yung sa sine.
sa ibang bansa, wala no?
Oo, pati yung 20% discount.
20% discount,
Oo.
no? And in fact, 20% discount nila for all goods na to, di ba? For almost everything.
Well, actually, basic essentials.
Yes.
Yun yung mga kinakailangan.
Okay.
But again, a lot of things have to be done and we are still new.
Yes.
So may mga ilang nagrereklamo na, but ang tubig wala. Yung mga ganon.
Oo.
So,
Pero kuryente, kasama na.
tubig at kuryente actually, 5%.
Yes, oo.
So may mga benefits and we need to really ask the seniors in the many areas, may ganun bang benefit na nasa inyo? Kasi kung wala, tulungan tayo.
Okay.
We will have to really convince the electric cooperatives,
Yes.
Meralco and all,
Yes.
na mabigyan ng
Okay.
benefit.
So, meaning to say, kasi nakita ko yung senior citizens law, nagulat nga ako eh. 3 batas na to, no? From, ngayon may 99994, from
Apat na.
74. Apat na.
11916.
11916. Okay, so in essence, pinapalawak ng gusto yung suporta sa ating mga senior citizens.
Yes.
Okay? And itong latest naman na batas is the creation of the National Commission on Senior Citizens.
Yung 11350.
Okay, so...
So,
Attorney
panglima
Frank.
yan.
Okay, panglima naman. Sorry, ito yung opisina. Yung 4, yung expansion ng services at tulong sa ating mga senior citizens.
Opo.
Okay, so Attorney Frank, ano tong opisina mo? Kasi na-approve lang to is kanina sabi ko 2020, you corrected me, sabi mo 2019.
Opo.
So technically, na-implement mo siya or ini-implement mo siya starting 2020.
Opo.
So ano tong opisina mo at anong kaugnayan nito sa benepisyo at tulong sa senior citizens?
Okay. If you look at all the laws, ang dami ng batas sa SecMike.
Okay.
May saligang batas,
Yes.
which says that it's the duty of government to protect the welfare, di ba?
Okay.
At may mga batas na, 7432, 9257, 9994,
Yes.
and the latest is 11916. I think this is a brilliancy move of government.
Okay.
Na may isang sectoral office under the office of the president na tutuhog ng lahat ng trabaho para sa senior citizens.
Makat kita. So hindi ka under DSWD.
Hindi po.
Office of the President ka.
Opo.
Okay. Go ahead, Attorney Can.
And
Which
so-
is good, mas powerful.
Yeah, so
Okay.
all the laws ay ini-integrate na natin. So ang National Commission of Senior Citizens is an integrator office
Okay.
ng mga benepisyo. Kasi nung una, may benepisyo na sa DOH, may benepisyo sa PhilHealth,
Okay.
may benepisyo sa DSWD, DTI, DOLE, di ba?
Okay, yeah.
So we are trying to integrate all this. And of course, this is a whole of government approach. Hindi pwedeng tanggalan mo ng trabaho sila, kundi nagko-coordinate lang tayo at nanghihingi ng tulong. And one of the very program na nakikita akong pwede mong matulungan, Sek Mike,
Yes.
at nanghihingi na ako ng tulong ngayon.
Approve, syempre.
The senior citizens have so much skills to share.
That's right.
The senior citizens have the vast reservoir of skills, experiences, wisdom, and all.
Of course.
At gusto pa nilang magtrabaho.
Tama.
Ngunit may batas na nagsasabing porsigido kang mag-retire at 65.
Okay.
May batas na nagsasabing hindi ka natatanggapin sa GSIS at SSS at 65.
Yes.
So, malakas ka pa, marami ka pang magagawa.
At may galing, di ba? Lahat na, nandiyan na.
Ilan lang ang consultant na kinakailangan. Hanggang consultant ka lang at ang consultant ay walang insurance.
Oo.
So kung nagtatrabaho ka at wala kang insurance, ano mangyari? Hindi ka covered ng compensation loss. So we are really hoping that we can change the law. And we are also hoping to convince the senior citizens, do your best. Iiwan nyo yung abilidad ninyo sa susunod na henerasyon. Kasi may mga maraming abilidad.
Ang gusto mo ngayon is to increase the retirement.
Yeah, it's multiple retirement, more than increasing the retirement.
Multiple retirement.
In other jurisdictions,
Okay.
may nakakapag-retire at 45 eh.
Okay.
Mag-retire ka at 45, may natatanggap ka, magliwaliw ka, at kung maubos mo yung pinupuntahan mo, trabaho ka na naman, retire at 65, liwaliw na naman, dalawa na ang retirement mo.
Oo.
May mga kilala tayong hanggang 80 safety
naman,
officer.
yes, of course.
Nakikita kong if we will be able to do multiple retirement, then we will be able to make use of a scarce resource called human resource.
Tama.
Kasi ba't natin sasayangan? Pinupursige mong mag-retire at wala nang gagawin at magmamadyong na lang at hihina na yung katawan. Samantalang kung nagtatrabaho, mag-exercise and all, marami pang maibibigay.
Multiple retirement means sa kung ano yung classification, pwedeng mas mataas ang retirement.
Well, hindi nga necessarily because it can be negotiated. The more important thing is, may dala ka ng retirement at say age 45 or 50, may tinatanggap ka na, at kung gusto mong magtrabaho na mababa ang sahod at okay lang sa arrangements, di ba?
Walang problema.
You don't have to really climb the ladder as if tataas yung income
May
mo.
nakita ko, Attorney Frank, dito sa batas, parang private corporations and entities, I think this is for DTI,
Yeah.
15% required senior citizens.
That's 11916.
Okay, 11916.
Oh,
Okay.
994, 11916.
Okay.
Sad thing about this is, ang binibigyan at may tax shield si business, iilan lang.
Okay.
At saka, hindi tinatanggap ng SSS pag 65 ka na.
Okay.
So
Okay.
may mga incongruence ang ating legal system.
Ikaw ang naggagawa ng, kumbaga lahat. In-heard mo, di ba? Ikaw, DTI, may scholarship ka sa DepEd, kailangan sa senior citizens, may scholarship.
Opo.
Meron kang DSWD benefits, meron kang DOH benefits, may PhilHealth ka, may TESDA ka.
May CHED.
So, may CHED. So, lahat ng to, ang opisina mo ang nag-aayos.
Sana po matulungan tayo. Our legislators can definitely help.
Yes.
And your experience as secretary, as legislator can definitely be of help. Marami pong pwedeng magawa for the senior citizens. And take note of this, Sec Mike. The Philippines are sending 10 or even more millions because we have so much in faith.
Yes.
At tayo ay pinaniniwalaan ng ibang mga bansa. Dahil magaling tayo magturo, we take care.
Yes.
Mapagkalinga, mapagmahal. That's our asset.
Yes.
Now, if we make use of this, ang dami na pong OFW na magsi-senior citizens na rin.
Okay.
And then, one foreign organization asked me, what will you do? We would like to employ caregivers in our country. But what if they're done with their job? Anong gagawin mo? Sabi ko, well, a lot of Filipinos are taking care of other foreigners. And when they come back, they can also put up caregiving companies of sorts so that our Filipinos can also benefit out from it.
Okay.
So marami pong pwedeng gawin.
So,
be productive. Yun yung ano ko eh.
So, ikaw lahat to, no? Lahat. Itong lahat ng batas,
NCSC.
NCSC, and then you talk to the departments, you talk to everyone. Okay. Balik tayo dito sa, yung kanina nakita ko yung video sabi niya, yung benefits ng senior citizens. And nakita ko, in fact, di ba, ang budget na lang ngayon sa stipend is 25 billion.
Sa ngayon.
Sa ngayon.
But next year is going to be 50.
Ang budget na yan, hindi sa National Commission on Senior Citizens pumupunta?
Well, according to the law kasi, ita transition ng DSWD papuntang NCSC.
Yes.
And right now, we are preparing kasi maglalagay kami ng regional offices, kailangan ng regular employees.
Yes.
And so far, may mga 50% na tayong na-recruit. So by November, we will be writing DSWD that we are ready by next year. Kasi alam mo naman, pag may turnover, hindi yan middle of the year. May mga end of the year report. So January could be a very good time where we can tell DSWD, ready na po tayo. Siyempre, andyan pa rin sila, tulungan pa rin.
Of course.
But then again, yung commissioning namin will really start next year.
No, but it's also good, alam mo, Attorney Frank, kasi alam mo naman si DSWD, in fact, si Secretary Rex Gatchalian, kasama rin namin, nag-uusap kami na one time we had an interview with him.
And very progressive.
Yes, at saka ang dami rin trabaho. Diba? I mean, kung mabibigyan talaga ng isang separate na opisina for the senior citizens, napaka maganda, tulong na rin naman. No? Magiging mas efficient yung patakbo natin. In fact, nung nandito si Secretary Rex, he was talking about yung paano niya gagawin yung may style, meron na siyang yung parang sa US, binibigyan ka ng ticket para stipend ba yan?
Yung
food
coupon.
Food coupon.
Oo.
Tapos meron pa siya
Food stamps.
Food stamps. Tapos nire-review niya yung 4Ps, di ba? Tapos of course yung DSWD na sa kanya. Yung child care, ang dami pa rin niyang And of course senior citizens, sabi mo nga, we are now 9 million, ngayon mag-11 million tayo. Ang daming batas, ang daming mga provision ng batas na iba't ibang departments ang coordination. So, it's really good na rin na yung transition. And I'm very glad na ikaw ang nauna para itong transition nito. Because, abogado to si Mayor Frank, no? Tapos, meron na tong administrative skill, political skills. But more importantly, may puso sa tao to. So, I'm very glad na nandyan yan. No? And it takes time talaga for the transition.
But going into programmatic lang tayo, Sec Micah, we want the seniors to be productive, but we want them to be healthy.
Of course.
So yung tanong mo na benefits, nako, ang galing na ngayon. Kasi binagsakan tayo, ang senior citizens, binigyan ng 43 billion for health insurance.
PhilHealth. Okay.
But ang health insurance na yan, kung i-divide mo yung 43 billion with the number of seniors na inalocatan nila, it's 5,000 pesos per senior citizen for an annual regular medical examination.
Yan yung konsulta.
Yung konsulta. Sa tingin ko, sobra-sobra yung 5,000 for the first contact. Ang mahalaga kasi, malaman natin yung health profile ng lahat ng seniors para malaman natin kung kailangan ba mag-exercise or mag-therapy na.
Tama.
Kailangan bang mag-diet at mag-nutrition. At kailangan bang mag-maintenance medicine.
Yan.
And our local governments have been given that support sa Mandanas ruling na sila makapagbigay ng maintenance medicine ng senior citizens. And we have, in the hierarchy, the provincial, the national, the DOH. So all these things, pagka lahat na seniors may profile, we will be a lot better and the welfare of the families are better. Kasi lahat nakafocus sa seniors din
Yun nga sasabihin ko, Attorney Frankie, kasi yung check-up, alam mo sa maraming senior citizens, alam na nila yung problema Diba? Usually naman yan, it's diabetes, meron silang hypertension. Of course, napakaganda yan, 5,000 for a check-up. Kung magkakaroon ng complete check-up. Pero ang wali ko lang dyan kasi, if you are looking at 11 million, for example, no, na senior citizens at 5,000, sobra-sobra. Baka hindi kayanin. Kaya nga mas maganda na, alam mo naman ang check-up yung dugo at saka yung sugar mo, I think mga 400 to 500 pesos lang. Yung matitirang pera, i-maintenance medicines, itulong na ng PhilHealth.
Well, actually, may marami nang nagre-reklamo. Sabi nila, hindi meaningful and significant ang 500. Ang gusto ng mga laboratories, at least man lang 1,200.
Okay.
Kasi hindi lang dugo, hindi lang X-ray at ultrasound, pati na PSA, tayong mga lalaki, kailangan protektahan. At comprehensive geriatric assessment. Mata, pandinig,
Yes.
dental.
I agree with you. For the senior citizens, mas malaki nga siguro.
Opo.
Pero kung ganito nga ang kalaki ang magiging pondo ng PhilHealth, and I agree with you and I support you 1,000%, pwede nang ibigay sa maintenance medicine.
Yes.
Di ba?
Oo.
Kesa i-check up mo lang i-check up, tapos pag na-check up na may sakit, hindi naman natin maggamot, kawawa rin yung senior citizen. Now, by the way, aside from the check-up, kunyari may kataratang problema, PhilHealth provides also support. Diba?
Yeah, and this is not consulta. This is another program.
Another program.
And besides, ang nakikita ko kasi, with inpatient and consulta in tandem, yung ibang sobra ng 5,000 will go into prevention and early detection.
Yes.
Oo.
Alam mo, pinag-usapan natin to, Attorney Frank, nakikita ko yung, nakakapagod din pala yung nakasentro ka sa lahat eh.
Well, yes, but this is exciting me kasi sa unang pagkakataon, with the creation of the commission, nakatutok na sa isang sektor na dapat kumbinsihin natin ang lahat that it is worth getting into being senior.
Okay.
Sec Mike, I want to convince you that.
If sa tingin mo, natulungan ka ng video ko na ito, nakasave ka sa oras mo, you can click yung thanks button at any amount ay malaking help sa pag-grow ng channel ko. Yun lang po muna ang aking update. Sana ay nakatulong na dagdag kaalaman ang aking shinare today. Ang goal ng aking channel ay mag-create ng awareness. Kung ganitong mga topic ang gusto mo, panoorin mo ang mga videos ko na ito. Thanks for watching! Kung may kapamilya, kaibigan o kakilala sa tingin mo ay magiging interesado sa video, please share or tag sila sa comment section. At syempre, if nagustuhan mo ang video, i-like mo na ito at subscribe ka na din. As always, feel free to write your questions, comments, and opinions respectfully. And continue to be a blessing and stay safe!